Hello. I'm sort of in a cave, but not really. It kind of looks like a cave though, but it's very exterior too. I'm in the Flatside Wilderness. Well, it's actually right over there across the road. Plans today to kind of explore the creeks and the streams around this area between Perry and Saline County, and also maybe to climb Forked Mountain. The weather is kind of interesting today too. There's a line of storms coming in from the west. They're about 60 miles away from here right now. Not big storms, more like thunder showers. You don't want to be on top of a mountain when it's storming, though. It's not a big mountain. It's about 1,400 feet tall, and that's sea level. That's not from the ground up here, but it's still a pretty good climb. And I'm not sure if let me put it this way. I'm not sure when I'm going to climb it. I feel like I could climb it today sometime because the rain will pass. Just don't want to do it during the rain. Anyway, here's what it looks like from inside the cave, if you want to call it that. Do we get an echo? No echo. It's kind of an interesting little place. Look, you got this back here. Obviously, people have been here before. That would explain why it's all black. That's not natural. That's from the firewood. In case you were wondering. Anyway, that's what the plan is today, and we'll see what happens next. I know I will. Just a warning that there was a sign back at the trailhead that said, "No motorized vehicles allowed on this part." Keep that in mind when you bring your 91 Chevrolet Cavalier up here. Oh, you know the video doesn't do it justice, but there's the featured attraction today. That's Forked Mountain. What I was thinking about climbing up. The thing about Forked Mountain is it's not like Pinnacle or even like Mount Everest. There's not like a trail that goes up there. You just kind of aim for the top and do that. Try not to fall. It's not a hard mountain. It looks like it's real high from here, but it's not crazy. Well, that part looks crazy, but you don't climb up that part. I just crossed from Perry County into Saline County. If you want to know where the county line is on the road, it's where this thing is. I'm pretty much right on the line. And so is it. It's a co-county affair. I'm about to head down to where there's some creeks, possibly a waterfall happening down there, the Forked Falls. I had to come down this little hill of shale and loose pine needles. I'm sure it'll just get better once it gets wet. It won't be a problem at all. Here's what I have in front of me. Yeah, we can do that. I got one trekking pole. Well, here are the falls, if you want to call them that. Yeah. This little area reminds me a lot of what you'll see at Crystal Pond, upstream or downstream. Yeah, upstream. Very nice, organized, horizontal, Ouachita looking rocks that are just laid out so in a straight line. None of that jumbled up Ozark stuff you'll find. Honestly, not a lot happening here, but pretty nonetheless. You don't always have to have something happening. It doesn't have to be disco night every time. This stuff, though, is what just geeks me out about the Ouachitas. Look at that. All that quartz sticking out of this ordinary looking rock, like a big old vein. You never know. Don't ever judge a rock by its cover. You don't know what's on the inside. I mean, it's all rock, don't get me wrong. Some rocks are prettier than others. Start walking down this trail from the creek instead of going back up that shale and pine needle embankment. I don't know where I'm going, but it's leading somewhere. Why would somebody lead somebody out into the woods to go nowhere? That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? If I see that Saline County culvert, I know where I'm going to be, at least. I think the correct way to describe the weather is it's acting like it wants to start something. Except, I don't know if it's acting or not. This might be the real thing coming. Who knows? I'm usually okay with skipping around on rocks, even near water. But boy, today it's extra slippery. Okay. Well, there's where I just streaked by a second ago. I'm still on my feet. I didn't fall over, but it's just, boy, it's just so, it's like ice almost. Not quite like ice, but it's slick. Just take my word for it. Almost looks like a curtain. A veil. This is some clear water, by the way. I know there's no fish in it now because my finger's in the way, but also you can see every leaf that's out there too, every rock. Amazingly clear. If there were fish in there, they look like they were floating, like they were on that album cover by Yes. I don't know. Well, as it turns out, that trail that I got on just happens to lead me straight back to the cave thing. That's so far so good with this trip now. All sorts of cool stuff happening over here with this cave. If you want to call it a cave, I don't know what else you want to call it. This thing, man, I've seen some pictures online of this cave, this opening to this mountain, whatever you want to say it is. I'm going to call it a cave, damn it. This cave has seen a lot in its day, I'll tell you that. Well, I held a meeting with the hiking committee, and it looks like kind of agreement that let's just get it over with. Let's just hit the trail, hit that mountain, hit that line, and we'll see what happens. It may rain on us, but I don't think it's going to be a big, severe, crazy storm or anything like that. I've got plenty of plastic and stuff back there to cover myself up if it really gets bad, but otherwise I should be okay. We'll see how it goes. I've climbed up probably 100 feet or so, and again, there's no fixed trail, but it's pretty easy to find your way around. The trees, there's plenty of space between them. I mean, the mountain is right over there. So we're just gonna keep going that way. Maybe do this in a little bit of a spiral instead of just going straight up the damn thing. I feel like we've reached a new level on Forking Mountain here. I'm not going to walk up that way, but I am going to try and go this way because the top is that way. So I'm not doing that. No, sir. Could possibly go around the mountain. I feel like that's how she came around. What a weird song. Must be more to it than she coming around the mountain. Anyway, here I am, and there it was. You see that? You see that ugly blue way out there in the distance? That's kind of what I was waiting for to pass. And now that's gone the other way. That's gone to my east. So it's that cloud's not going to hit me. Boy, unless it did something crazy and go back in reverse 55 miles per hour. So I feel like I'm doing all right. It's nice and bright. Well, it just rained on me a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna catch pneumonia or anything, but I got a little wet. Look at this. I feel like one of those naked little babies on the Houses of the Holy album cover. Yeah. Well, maybe this isn't a cave either, but it sure is a lot like one than that other one that we saw down at the bottom of the mountain. Ooh, where am I? I mean, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, let me get to the spot. See, I can sit down. That's not a problem. It doesn't go back very far, but boy, you could lay down there if you wanted to. If you had a sleeping bag or something. I'm not at the top of the hill, at the top of the mountain. Boy, I feel like I'm close to it. And I might be close enough to say I'm done for the day, because it is, it's very flat out there. It's a very forked mountain, I'll say that much. And it's just like a freaking cliff to get to the top. And again, I'm not gonna rappel up that. I'm not Spider-Man. I mean, check this out. Maybe I could walk up that thing and get a little bit closer. But I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not. You want to see what I'm looking at right now? What's underneath this phone? I'm looking at that. That's a pretty good drop. Again, with the phone, you might think like, oh, it looks pretty flat to me, but I mean, it's more like this. How about that? Does that give you some perspective? So there's where I was just sitting a while ago. And now I'm up here because sometimes I'm not smart. No, I'm all right. I don't know if I'm going to get up on top of this mountain today, but I do know that I'm not going to get up it this way. That is, that's a good climb right there. Again, it's okay to test your limits, but it's never a good idea to exceed your limits. And that exceeds a lot of limits that I possess. So either we'll find another way, or we'll just head back down. I don't want to get my hopes up about reaching the summit, because I've had a good day already. But I'm just now noticing these little orange ribbons that are going up the trail. Perhaps they will lead me to a safe place. We'll see. Holy cats. You'll never believe where I am right now. Somehow I made it to the top of this mountain. To the top of this part of the mountain. Yes, there's kind of a higher part behind me on the other side of the saddle, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm quite happy with where I am right now. I couldn't get any higher than I could right now on top of Forked Mountain. So there's that. I love the dark greens and the light greens all mixed in together. Who says fall colors are the best? Well, there's more colors in fall, I'll give you that. That cloud is nothing. That's the heaviest cloud I see. Check this out, way over here. I think that's our friend Mr. Flatside Pinnacle. And that would be probably, I don't know, where'd it go? There it is, 7 miles as the crow flies. Something like that, maybe a little less. A little bit more dramatic here in person, I'll tell you that much. You know, for a guy who says he's had enough of the rocks, I sure do spend a lot of time around the rocks. But I'm on my way back down. I'm taking a rest right now, and from here I can see where there are no rocks. That's kind of nice. So that's what I have in front of me there. And the car hopefully is still down there too somewhere. It spit some rain on me a couple of times, but it hasn't drenched me or anything. It was actually kind of refreshing. So it's been a good day. There's the top of where I was just a second ago. I don't know what I'm doing out here, but it's fun. Look at these little bitty pine trees I'm walking through. Oh, they're gonna be so big one day. Oh, you just wait. Oh, just wait, they'll be so big. They'll be bigger than me one day, who knows? I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna lead me to Rome, but this road has to be leading me to somewhere. And just to make it difficult on myself, I'm gonna go up. I feel like the The way to salvation is worth the challenge here. What the hell is this? Still working my way back to the forest road, and what is that? What's going on here? Okay, not a tick, just a seed or something. Anyway, since the nice forest road that I saw didn't really work out, it just kind of ended in this little cul-de-sac with a camping area in it. I took the road less traveled, and let me tell you, I haven't seen any beer cans. That's a good sign. But now I'm on this road trace. This sort of well, to call it a road trace is being generous. It seems like though at one time it was something. It's this level shelf, and it's up on the ridge, and I'm hoping it takes me back to that creek that we saw this morning, which will take me right back to the car. We're doing good. The Forking Mountain is right over there, so I haven't lost my cardinal direction yet. I feel like the creek is going to be around here somewhere. If it isn't, I think I qualify for a silver alert. I don't know. Maybe we'll both find out. Man, these bastard trees mean business. Yikes. All over the place. So now I'm kind of on this dry creek bed. Dry creek bed. Listen to me. That's not a bad idea for a name though. Creek bed. Dry creek bed. Over here especially. And this isn't just a dead reckoning either. I feel like this is going to eventually lead to the big creek that we saw this morning. And I'll lead back to the car. I'm not lost. I'm looking at myself on Avant, this app that has all the National Geological maps on it. I'm watching my little blue GPS beacon move around, so I have an idea where I'm at. I just don't know I just didn't know the direct route or how best to get there. If I could fly, it'd be a whole different story. Civilization at last. So that's Forking Mountain and its respective waterfalls and creeks and streams and whatever, and hiking trails. Today is the second day of April. It was definitely cloudy, kind of rainy at some points, but not really anywhere I got drenched or anything. It was just kind of a little lovely spittle shower. That happened a couple of times. The views weren't bad, but I'm sure on a sunny day they would have been fantastic. Also, spring has definitely sprung. If you come up here during the winter time, maybe as early as February of the year, you might get some better views, and it might feel a little bit better too with the sun out. I could see coming here in the summer. I almost want to take a dip in that Olympic-sized pool back there. It was almost looked just like a swimming pool. It was all rectangular and stuff. But boy, everywhere else around here on this trail during the summer, not sure about that either. And then there's fall. Everybody loves fall. So I don't know. It's a good place to come. Whatever the season. I don't know if you're going to get 100% the experience each time, but you're going to have an experience nonetheless, one way or the other. So that's it for today. I got to pick up my kid from school now. That's what I did today. Till next time.
One mile over, we'll be there, and we'll see you.